Hi, I'm Shelly Johnson. I have my tea, and I'm inviting you to join me so that we can hear a word and give it space to do a work in us. I hope you had a blessed Easter. Christ is risen. He is risen indeed. Well, we're finishing our journey through Colossians and unpacking and revealing what it means to be hidden in Christ. And there's one more analogy that we can grab hold of in order to better understand what it is Paul is trying to encourage us to do. And it turns out my son is quite good at it. It's pottery, ceramics, throwing a pot. It's taking a lump of clay and shaping it into a beautiful vessel that becomes useful and beautiful. It's like a work of art. I love displaying them around my house. And we're no different. We get to be shaped by the potter's hand. He will form us when we allow him to take his hands and shape us into the vessels that he wants us to be. He can fix what's broken. He can reshape what's off balance. And then he fills us with the Spirit so that we become whole and holy. It's what Paul in Colossians calls the resurrected life. And Jesus, we just experienced it through Passion Week last week and on Easter Sunday. He lived this so that we could see what it looks like. Jesus gave in to the potter's hands. He was shaped and made into a unique vessel who would surrender to the hands of the enemy, who would be beaten and crucified. He would die on a cross and be buried in a borrowed tomb that would be sealed with this rock that was impenetrable. And everybody who loved him thought he was gone forever. But on Easter Sunday, that third day, he came out of the tomb alive, but not just resuscitated. He was resurrected. He was made new. I mean, yes, he could be seen and touched. He could eat and he could walk and talk, but he could also show up in a locked room without ever touching a door. He could disappear from a table after breaking bread with friends. He was different. He was new. He was living a resurrected life. And he walked the earth for 40 days till he was ascended into heaven and was fully glorified. And we talked about him being seated in the heavenlies. The resurrected life. Yes, one day we will be glorified and literally seated physically with Jesus in our glorified, resurrected bodies. But Paul's point is that now, right now, because we've been made new in Christ, we can have the resurrected life. What's been broken has been fixed, and we've been filled by the Spirit, and we've been made beautiful in Christ, and we're meant to be displayed and poured out for the world. We don't hide it. We share it. The resurrected life is to be had now. It's to embrace the new that we are in Christ. It's to recognize that we are filled with everything we need that can be poured out for others. We are vessels for Jesus. Let's live the resurrected life so intentionally, day by day, moment by moment, just trusting that it's not what we do, it's what God does through us. The resurrected life, friends. It is ours now. Blessings. Let me know how I can be praying for you. And I'll see you here next week.